What's going on, folks? It's Andy here. Just doing a tool review. This is my first one. Just wanted to see what it was like. I've wanted to do a tool review for a while now, and haven't really got around to it. So I just decided to do it today. Just hanging out here at my desk. I have a tool shed outside, but it's trashed, so decided to do it here. It's not the most manly place to be doing a tool review, but it is what it is. So thought I'd see what this would be like. I might get one view, might get a few views, but we'll just see what it's like and see how it goes. So this is the Klein hybrid pliers. I was about to say multi-tool, but it's not that. So, well, it is, but Klein hybrid pliers. Got this a couple of weeks ago. As you can see, it's got a bunch of use already. I use it nearly every day. I'm an electrician. So this thing is a great tool. This is the standard Klein linesman pliers. You can see the difference in the size there. I think, yeah, you can. And there's a huge difference in the weight. So some of the pros and cons, this is way lighter. And that's what I was going for. I've been in this trade for 13 years and my back has been getting a bit sore. So I've been trying to cut down on the amount of tools and the weight that they are. So I usually carry around this and a strippers, but instead I can just mainly carry around this now, and it does pretty much everything that I need it to. I still use this guy a lot. A lot of my tools are newer. I'm from Ireland, so I have tools here and in Ireland. So a lot of my American tools are newer. I like a good bashed in tool, but still working on these ones. But speaking of that, what I like about this is you can use it for a bunch of different functions. I use it as a hammer most of the time, and you just bash down some staples, and Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, and this works great for that. This, not so much. This is more so a trim tool or a service tool, and that's mainly what I do. I mainly do service work, bit of new construction, but if I'm doing rough in, I'll usually carry my lineman's pliers, and then this I'll usually do for my trim or just making up the boxes. It's got a stripper for 14 to 10 solid, 16 to 12 stranded, and then a 632 and an 832, wrong way around, 832, 632 cutters, and a crimper there for non-insulated. So all in all, has really everything you need as a service electrician, or for trimming out stuff. Being in an attic, this is amazing. I've started carrying, I hate like multi screwdrivers, but I decided to try out an 11-in-1, and I've been liking carrying around that and this. I still get out my, standard screwdrivers every now and then because you need those. But in general, these are fine. They do the trick. So I would strongly recommend this. A couple of things I've heard bad reviews on are that they don't have a hook bender, like a little hole to put your wire in to make a hook. Then a couple of things I've noticed, that doesn't bother me really. I can just do it with the top of the pliers. But one of the things I have noticed that I don't love is that the cutters aren't great on it. I mean, I've got some 12 gauge MC here, 12-2, and it's fine. It will get through it, but it's not perfect. And then, I've already taken the wire out of this. This was a 14-3. But it does pretty good. It does close to what the lineman pliers would do, but I think, when I'm working a lot on MC, I think the Philo cutters are probably better, or something like that. Like an MC cutter is definitely better than something like this. But with Romex, this works perfect. And I was messing around with it here earlier, so I'll cut that off. But I mean, you can see it's pretty nice. Obviously, you wouldn't twist together these colors out on the field, but just for the review here, we'll twist them together. It's an awful lot harder twisting stuff and working on stuff when you're sitting down. I wish I was out in the tool shed standing up, but it is what it is. But yeah, works good. Then I had a couple of hooks. So as I was saying, some people say you can use the 632 hole. That works fine. It's actually not too bad. And then I'll usually just do this, but I don't know. Might start using the 632 hole now. It's pretty handy. But yeah, so that's really it. The one thing, I think it looks a bit stupid, honestly. I mean, I think it looks a bit long. But the other multi-pliers that they have, Klein, they came out with one a while ago. Blue-handled one with a spring on it. And I didn't like the look of that. I didn't even buy it, you know, because it just doesn't feel like a pliers to me. I prefer being able to use my pliers like a standard tool. No spring. I like a solid feel, but it is still light, you know. This is more so like something we would work with in Europe. We use slightly smaller pliers, but as far as I can tell now, the pliers have got a bit bigger back there too. They're more like the Lyman pliers here. So, I mean, it is what it is, but I like this kind of style pliers. But yeah, the other one had a bunch of strippers on it, so it was a bit longer. I already think this is a bit long, but it has everything you need, so it kind of makes up for it. But I remember the first time I saw it, I thought it looked a bit stupid, but now I love it. It's one of my favorite tools now. I go to this all the time, and I think they're coming out now in stores pretty soon. I got mine a bit early, but they're coming out in all the Home Depots now, and probably the electrical supply stores probably have them now too. So I would highly recommend getting one of these. They're about $30. What's the code here? J2158CR, or the Klein's hybrid pliers. So yeah, get yourselves one of those. They're great. Honestly, don't know what this channel is going to be all about. Probably tools. I don't even know if it's going to become a channel. I might do one video and everyone might think I'm stupid and might not make any more, but who cares? No, I will make more. I don't care what people think, but I'm not going to make them just for myself, you know. So we'll just see how it goes. I might make a few more videos. As I said, I like tools, like talking about those. Also like beer, which you probably couldn't tell by this Pabst Blue Ribbon on the table, but I brew my own beer, so I might make a few videos about that. And then I'll talk about these in a second, but for the next video, if you do watch and you have any ideas of what you'd like, I was thinking I could compare these to the Knipex Cobra and the Weha self-adjusting pliers. Kind of compare those two. There's a bit of a price difference between the two, so thought I'd throw my 2 cents in with that. Or I have a new torque screwdriver to keep everything up to the 2017 code. That's coming into Colorado pretty soon. That's where I am. We haven't adopted it yet, so picked up a screwdriver preemptively for that. It's a Weha torque screwdriver, so I can give a review on that, or I can do my everyday carry. So maybe throw a few comments in below. See if you like this video, you know, throw a few comments in on what you'd like to see next. If you have any suggestions of what to do better, this is my first video. I'll probably do stuff better anyway, but I always like to learn. And then one last thing on these that I forgot to mention. A lot of people say, oh, they're too stiff. I don't like them. Klein are usually pretty stiff out of the box, but what I use is this blaster, PB Blaster. Awesome stuff. You can get this at any store. This works great. I just spray it all in here, you know, open it up, spray it in here and here. I blast the thing, and I don't even mean that as a pun, but I do. Then I'll just, you know, massage it out, and you'll start seeing all the dirt coming out of there. I mean, these were shockingly bad when they came out of the box. They were covered in this black crap, covered in shellac everywhere. So I had to clean them down. I threw some of that stuff on it, cleaned it off, and then I throw some of this 3-in-1 oil in there. Man, it's as loose as can be. It's brilliant. So you know, this was, as soon as I did that first go, they were like this. So I have had no problem with these being stiff. I mean, same with any of my tools really. I throw that stuff on. I was using WD-40 forever, and then people, you can kind of see there, actually haven't used these a ton since throwing the oil in there, but you'll see all the dirt just comes out of it, you know, with that oil in there, and it keeps it clean. I used to use WD-40 and that was great, but it wouldn't last very long. And I had I think it was my needle nose pliers. I threw some of this on there because someone said to, and it changed it. I mean, it was like a new tool. And so I did it with all my tools, and it is awesome doing it this way, doing 2 layers, these 2 guys here, and your tool ends up way looser and it lasts like that for way longer. So I recommend doing it that way. But anyway, I'm already going on too long, so that's the Irish in me. We like to chat. So yeah, this is a great tool. Go ahead and grab it if you can. Give it a shot, and I guarantee you'll like it. If you're anything like me, if you want to stick to the heavier style Lymans, don't bother getting this one. You know, if you're comfortable stripping with this, which I am, but if you prefer stripping with this and having it as a hammer and everything, that's enough of a multi-tool for you. But for me, I wanted something lighter. I mean, I can always bring this in for roughing and leave this in the bag, but I wanted something lighter, and this is with a few different functions on it, and this has been perfect for me. So there you go. Just thought I'd give my thoughts on this. All right, thanks for watching.